What are your plans to balance the budget? I.e., short or is it long term? So, Brad?
Modesto, number one, I have an MBA from Cal Berkeley, and my emphasis was finance, so I know finance. And I have to say, not just myself, but I also want to include Brad in there. We've balanced the budget. The mayor's back here. We've balanced the budget in Modesto every year. Okay, we have maintained, and all of us have worked together. I mean, it's a joint effort. We've maintained our reserve at $7 million every year or more, and we've done that again this year. We will do it again next year. So we don't need to balance the budget or figure out a way to do it. We do it already, and so it's not even a question. The state, I'm not in there, and I have no clue how they're going to do it.
I would agree. The city council has balanced the budget every single year, and this year they got it up to $10 million surplus in reserves. So the city's done a good job. That doesn't mean there are not big challenges coming on. About 75% of the budget goes towards pensions and wages, and that is growing every single year. So in a few years, I think it was $1.8 million had to be transferred into pensions this year, and next year is like 2.8 million or 2.6 or some number that's significant. So in the immediate future, there's going to be some real challenges with wages because of as that percentage grows within the budget. Going to have to be ways to fix it. The city council. Now, I'll absolutely credit those that are on the city council now. They have worked hard. They've done what they could do, but in the future, it'll take a little bit more. The public employees will have to come together, and I have faith the public employees can do it because that's where it's going to likely come from. Raising taxes, no. Thanks.
8 years ago, the mayor appointed me as the chairman of the finance committee, and we have worked together, all of the council, to come up, going from $135 million general fund budget to $98 million general fund budget. So we made a lot of cuts, and I think that we still have a pretty good city. You know, it's been a hard road, but I think the staff at our city has done a good job of figuring out how to make it work, and also to bring in the community has come up to the plate to help out to fill that gap up. I would say, though, that it's been mentioned, pension reform. We're in closed session almost every Tuesday night talking about different ways that we can deal with the pension issue, because that really is the next big thing that we have to do to get the budget. But I'd like to talk just a second about the go-forward plan. I think we ought to keep our budget around $100 million. I think we ought to be disciplined to stay that way. And as the economy gets better, and say we get up to $135 million, we have $35 million every year to spend on ourselves the way we want to. If we want to partner with Modesto City Schools and build an art and education magnet school, we could provide jobs for internships for the schools. There's all kinds of different ideas that we could do with that extra money, but it's a discipline that we have to put in place because government grows with the amount of money we get, and that's why I am very, very adamant about getting us down to the place where we are now and stay here, figure out how to do it a little bit better as we go along, but to not go back to the old way of doing things and just spend money to do things.